Friends, my story is almost over now. We carried on toward France, and Martin told me how the French disgusted him with their lack of manners. I don't mind him, though. He thinks the only reason the world was made was to make us mad. He thinks all men are evil, but I disagree. I believe in free will. We finally arrived in France, and I became very ill. Later, Martin and I played a game of cards with some others, and I lost quite a bit of money. At this time, I got a letter from Cunegonde telling me that she was in Paris and she needed money. I went to her, but it was a scheme, and we left to England. As we neared England, we made a startling discovery. The English periodically execute military officers in an attempt to ensure loyalty from soldiers. We refused to set foot in England, and I arranged for the captain to take us to Venice, where I was sure I would be reunited with the lovely Cunegonde. For months I searched for her in Cacambo without success. I was beginning to agree with Martin's negative disposition. I then met a count who had countless books, paintings, and other works of art, but he did not appreciate any of them. He and Martin got along great. Martin and I went to dinner where we met 6 deposed kings, and with them Cacambo, who had been enslaved. He then told me that Cunegonde was in Constantinople. Cacambo took us to find Cunegonde, who had apparently grown horribly ugly. I resolved to love her, though. Then we found Pangloss and the colonel, who were somehow alive. We found Cunegonde and the old woman, and I bought a farm. Cunegonde still wanted to get married, and even though I was horrified by her ugliness, I dared not refuse. Her brother still did not approve. Life on the farm was not as wonderful as I had hoped. Everyone was miserable. We ate dinner with another farmer, and I decided to follow in his footsteps. Once we all began our regular farm work, we were all much happier. Pangloss proclaims that this is indeed the best of all possible worlds. I concede, but tell him that we must focus on the here and now.